Hello, guys. Welcome to another edition. Welcome to another collaboration with Dr. Mystical here. So, this is the second collab that we've done with him. That he's been on the channel. So welcome everybody. Welcome Triple Moon Goddess.
Hey Moon, how are you?
Let's see if we can get more people in. So one free question per person, free readings at random, donations take the highest priority. So you can donate on Astro-Ascension or Cashapp, $dollar bills, y'all. Astro-Ascension 5. So
I mean, you gotta work it. You gotta work it.
Yeah. Yes. So we're gonna be here for 2 hours doing readings for you guys. But they're not gonna be tarot readings. They're gonna be oracle and geomancy readings with aka the dice and the Druid 6. Doc playing with his wood over there.
That's right.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, you got to be careful with the wood gifts on the internet. You can't just search moving wood or growing wood. That's just not going to get you to the right YouTube page.
No. All right, so we got the first question here. So I'm gonna be using the astrology cards and the astro dice and the numerology dice as well. So let's get to the first question here, and that'll be Garima. Will A get the solution to the big problem he is going through? All right. Will A get the solution to the big problem he is going through? Will A get the solution to the big problem he is going through? Will A get the solution to the big problem he is going through? Okay, I'm not gonna read all reversals here.
All of the cards are upside down.
All right, so Garima, I see with A here, he's gonna have to do a lot of sacrificing. He's gonna have to put in a lot of faith into he's gonna have to put in a lot of faith into what the solution is. So it's all up to him to put in the faith, to do some sacrificing. He needs to I'm seeing that he needs to use his intuition here. So he's faced with a lot of unknowns here. But I do see with the 9th house here is that things will get better. Things will slightly get better with the 9th house. So it's all about walking by faith and not by sight here. So I do see that he needs faith in that. And now going into Neptune here, maybe he's dealing with a lot of unknowns. He's dealing with a lot of mystery in his life here with Neptune here. So let's see what's going on with the dice here.
See, you're smart. You roll the dice off camera.
Okay, so we have the Pluto in Taurus in the 4th house with the two of air, the Ace of water, and the 9 of water. So what I'm seeing here with the Pluto in Taurus in the 4th house, what I'm seeing here is that what I'm seeing here is that he needs to come back into that security. He needs to come back into that security with his past here. With his roots, with his family, his foundation here. So I do see that there. Now at the 2 of Earth here. So with the 2 of Earth, I do see that we are dealing with some lifelong commitments here. We're dealing with making choices. So having a lifelong commitment to something. So this is where the faith comes in here. So that's with the 2 of Earth. Now going into the Ace of water here. So with the Ace of water, I do see that has some emotional support coming to him. He has some emotional support coming to him at this moment. With the Ace of water. Now lastly, we have the 9 of water. So it does show that his struggles will get better. That whatever emotional turmoil he's in is going to get better here. So that's what I have here. So I do see that he will get to the solution. He just has to walk by faith. He just has to use his intuition and get to there from that. So hope this resonates with you, Garima, and I'm going to pass it on to Dr. Mystical.
Yeah. So part of this is kind of like, what is this big problem? Right. That's where Spirit kind of wanted me to kind of what is this big problem and what is it? What are we facing? And so I'm going to use the wild wisdom of the fairy oracle because it's wild and wisdomy. So secret doorway, working with intuition, second sight, opening dimensional doorways. And that's exactly right. That's like Austin. That's exactly what you said, right? He's got to go through this kind of intuitive process to kind of get through it and feel his way through. But what I also kind of get from Spirit is that we're looking for these kind of explicit worldly, right? The worldly answer, right? Like I want somebody to hand me a worksheet that says do this, do this, do this. And the reality is that in order for him to kind of get through this process, he's got to, this is part of that, right? Going through these struggles and troubles are all part of kind of walking through that secret doorway. Hey, Lakin, what's going on? All right. So, and then we'll throw the steampunk divination dice. So Triple Moon Goddess says, what are these dice that you have? These are my steampunk divination dice. These are my steampunk divination dice. And so, yeah, he's got to do, there's a lot going on, right? So we've got boots. And whenever you see the boots come up on these, you always want to think to yourself, these boots are made for walking. Unless, of course, it comes up with the corset, in which case you should expect to have some really nice dress up time. But I think for him, right, he's got to get moving. He's got to kind of the struggle that you might be having, Garima, is that he's not moving forward. There's no progress going forward. And so the boots tell me that he's got to get moving. He's got to get walking. He's got to kind of make some action happen. And that's the only way he's going to get to the treasure chest. The treasure chest talks about wealth. It talks about resources. That could be physical resources like money or home or the stuff that he has, but it also could be the emotional resources that he needs in his life to kind of get through this problem. The real trick here, of course, is that he's going to need to watch out for, this is a plague mask. And friends, we're still in a pandemic, so you should still wear a mask. That's science. And it's spiritual. But the plague, so we should always wear a plague mask, but the plague mask says he needs to be protecting himself right now. And what Spirit's saying is it's not protecting himself from other people, although that may be part of it. The reality is he needs to protect himself from himself, or needs to protect himself from himself. That's the thing that's leading other people into this process, right? Is that he's not watching himself. And then this is where we'll give you the wood. We're going to give you the wood. That's right. So what's going on? I try not to look at them when I throw them because, of course, that would be cheating. And so this is what's called the gain. There's 16 tetragrams. Tetra from 4, gram from picture of. So tetragram tells this is a tetragram called the gain, and this is about acquiring things. So it's about acquisitions. So you're saying, will he get the solution to the problem he's going through? I think we've already outlined very well how he needs to go about that process. And the gain kind of suggests that he is going to go through that process and he's going to acquire or gain the solution to the problem he's facing. So there you go. That's a lot. That's like a lot of different things.
Yeah.
It's like cards and dice and sticks. It's just a lot of things.
Yeah. And now just recently rocks.
Just rocks.
More like stones.
Yeah, it's just
all right.
The plague doctor was your avatar in Discord. Well, that's awesome.
All right, next question will be Isabella. What is my life purpose? Thanks.
That's a heavy reading.
Right.
That's heavy. That's a heavy reading. All right, Isabella, what's your life's purpose? What do you want?
What is Isabella's life purpose here? What is Isabella's life purpose here, Spirit? What is Isabella's life purpose? I won't be surprised if the North Node card comes out. All right, so what I have here, Isabella, is with Taurus here. I do see that you are really good. You're really grounded towards your life purpose here. Maybe your life purpose is towards fashion, towards something material, something materialistic. In that regards, so maybe somewhat like food, somewhat like doing some material stuff, with that, getting into aesthetics. And then we have the Grand Trine here. So with the Grand Trine, and this being with the Taurus here, is that your life purpose is towards earthly things. Your life purpose is through material stuff, and just being resourceful. So managing resources is is what I would say your life purpose here with the Taurus and the Grand Trine here. So that's the astrology. That's the astrology cards. Let's see what's going on with the dice. See what placement is prevalent here. And they dropped.
You lost your rocks.
All right. So we have the South Node in Capricorn in the second house here. So I'm seeing that you're really fixated on that material aspect. You're really so that is your life purpose, is to help everybody to be really disciplined in their finances. With the South Node in Capricorn here is that you're helping people to maintain their finances, to maintain their wealth here, their overall finances, and their self-worth here. So that's the dice. Now let me see if I can like get you a stone here. Okay, so we have this gray sort of blackish here. So I'm seeing that for you, that you're helping to clear out blackness. You're helping to clear out depression, and any so this is you bringing more clarity.
Is that snowflake obsidian?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I see here, Isabella, and thank you for your question. I'm going to pass it on to.
Right. So yeah, so I don't know if this is about life purpose, like letting go, detaching, and moving on, but it's a card that flipped over, and if I just shuffled it back into the deck, Triple Moon Goddess would be like, no, that's the card. You have to give that card. So fairy tales, right? Letting go, detachment, moving on. But one of the, I think, kind of pulling from Astro-Ascension's reading, right, of it being grounded and earthly and seeing the snowflake obsidian, I think that's really kind of, we're talking about helping people in this plane, right, in the kind of grounding world. And so let's just ignore the messaging and look at the symbolism within the card, right, where we see maybe you as the character, as the fairy, helping people kind of pull them up or help them through in the kind of earthly, mucky plains, right? So that's kind of what's going on with that. So I guess we can leave that. We can leave that for you, so you can look. Why take it away? Why take it away? So I think that just gives nice validation to exactly what Austin said. And I think some of what that's really interesting. So I really like this in relationship to kind of helping people out. Like, what does that look like when you see him down here in his mucky existence and the pond kind of reaching out, being pulled forward into the earthly plane. Now I've lost the word plane. Right. I think that's where I think what we see here is there's a lot of conflict. And so this conflict may be about what it is you want to do, but the pistol talks about conflict. The heart talks about, of course, relationships and love, and the stopwatch, the pocket watch, which is really a pocket watch. It talks about being patient in time. And so some of what you bring to this purpose of helping people put kind of with their struggles, with being slowed down in this earthly world and going through what essentially could be deemed as conflict, right? Is that you're able to provide the love, the support, the guidance, right? The caring that they need in order to kind of deal with some of the conflict. But I also think that it's about patience, right? So this pocket watch being about patience or being about waiting and time and taking your time. This tells me this is about kind of your kindly patience in helping people deal with the conflicts that they face. I wouldn't be surprised if we pulled up the healer. I'm not going to make that happen. I'm just going to say, like, that wouldn't terribly surprise me if we pulled up the I'm not looking. So, all right. So this is not the healer. Don't get excited, everybody. I know you're excited, but don't, like, everybody just calm down. Everybody calm down. It's not the healer. It would be great, like off the wall fun, wouldn't it be? But it's not. And so this is called greater success or major fortuna. And I think that I think probably kind of as a wrap up to this whole kind of reading about kind of working with and helping people on this earthly plane is that if you can get into that lane, you're probably not going to work a day in your life, right? So remember what they say, if you do a job you love, you're never going to work a day in your life. And I think that that's part of what greater fortune tells you, is that you're going to have a good amount of success, a great amount of success in this, a great amount of fortune, if you will. But without a lot of work, right? I'm not saying you need to be lazy. It's just that you're not going to struggle. You're not going to have conflict. You're not going to have a large amount of this, so much so that you're going to question your real purpose. So it's about getting into the lane. And once you can kind of get into that kind of karmic or Akashic record lane of being that kind of helper on this earthly plane, that's when you're going to start to see the avenues of your life kind of fall into place, and it's going to have a much greater success without a lot of the struggle or the work that might go along with some of the other things. So there you have it. That's the deal.
All right. So I hope that resonated with you.
Lots of wood over here.
So I hope that resonated with you, Isabella. And now let's get into the next question. We'll just get into Libra cusp. Is Josh missing me? Right. Is Josh missing Libra cusp? 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 Where'd that one go? Oh. Okay, so we have the North Node here. So what I'm seeing cusp is that he's struggling to move forward. He's struggling to move forward, and he's struggling to move towards his goals here. So what I see here is that there's a bit of this regression. There's a bit of like him. So he's looking back towards you. He's not really looking forward. He's not really looking forward into the future at this moment. He's more like looking in the present, looking in the past here, with the North Node reverse, or the North Node in retrograde. So this is him kind of like not really looking towards the future here. So this is in return he can be missing you with that. Now going into Mercury here, I do see that that with Mercury is that this is on his mind. So I do see that he's gonna repeat more past patterns. Talk to people from the past here, and communicate to people with the past here. So that includes you. So with Mercury there, I do see that he is missing you. Now let's see what's going on with the.
That's funny because Spirit just kind of whispered in my ear that when you said people, he's talking to people from the past. Spirit whispered in my ear exes. I don't know I don't know that that's you, Libra Cusp. I think that might just be like maybe trying to maybe reaching out and figuring out, how is this long string of failures working?
All right, so
it's everywhere.
It dropped again. Dropped again. So we have the Sun in Sagittarius in the 12th house. So what I'm seeing here is that he wants to go forward, but that going forward, focus forward is kind of hazy. It's kind of like not really that it's kind of like cloudy. He's kind of like in this fog here. So the 12th house here is the house of self-undoing. It's a house of where planets struggle. So I'm seeing that with the Sun in the 12th house here is that focus is a little blurry. It's a little unclear. So with the Sun in Sagittarius in the 12th house here, I'm seeing that focus towards going further into the future, towards expanding, towards going on other opportunities, other people, is really unclear here. So that's the Sun in Sagittarius in the 12th house here. Now let's see what Stone is coming up here. So we have this like pink and fuchsia. We have this like pink and fuchsia stone here. So I'm seeing that there's love that is still like kind of old, kind of what I would say a little worn. So I'm seeing past love here with that. So I see that he's looking towards X. He may be having feelings towards other X's at the moment. So that's what I see here, Libra Cusp. So hope this resonates with you, Libra Cusp, and I'm gonna pass it on to Dr. Mystical.
Oh, Josh, what is your deal? What is happening? He's missing her. He's back with exes, chitty-chatting on the Facebook. I don't know. He's like, hey, what's up? Want to let you know. You don't read these. I mean, you could read them in reverse, I suppose, but why bother? All right. So Beauty and the Beast, this unconditional love. That's it. Now that's interesting. You may end up being the one who got away here. And so, right, where obviously Josh, it will be the beast. But right, you may end up being maybe kind of what Spirit kind of just cast me into the future, and you may end up being kind of the one that got away, or that's a little bit of what he's doing, right? Is going kind of backwards, talking to maybe exes or past loves or whatever it may be, but with the still that notion that Astro talked about earlier, that sense of kind of it was the North Node in retrograde, right? Of that sort of kind of that sense of missing you, that you're really the one that got away and not really sure how to handle that situation. And that's why maybe these exes are kind of coming back into the picture for our friend Josh. So let's see what's going on with the dice. So, but you definitely need to be careful. So you definitely need to be careful. So there's a lot of protection. There's a lot of protection in this whole dice throw. So we've got the pirate, we've got the plague mask, the plague doctor, and we've got the heart. And so you need to be really careful around Josh right now. So this sort of missing energy seems really chaotic and really erratic. It's like, come here, get away. And there's I think there's a lot of heartache. So what does this kind of talk about? So the story here is that you need to kind of protect yourself from thieves, especially in areas of love and in areas of the heart, right? And so, so that's kind of, the pirate does not have your best intentions in mind. What the pirate wants to do is take everything for themselves. And that may be where Josh is right now, right? Acting and operating like a pirate. And maybe that's part of going back to exes, is the selfish, self-healing, self-loathing sort of behavior. But you need to protect yourself from that. Even if Josh were to like pick up, even if he were to SMS text message you or use his BlackBerry, I'm old. So if he were to text you or message you and say, hey, Libra Cusp, I'm really interested in getting back together, your plague doctor, your plague mask should say, no, not right now, right? That's about protecting yourself and protecting yourself from harm. In this case, the pirate, especially around affairs of the heart. Now, the heart also kind of leads into Beauty and the Beast, saying, look, this is a powerful and important love. And it also, I think, gives I think the rest, when you read it together, right, which is how we should read oracles and tarots and divinations, we should read the whole story together. So we may go forwards and backwards multiple times as we read, right? When you look at this sense of unconditional love, this now may be you. This may be you feeling like you're going to give Josh tons of leeway to come back into the picture. But remember, pirate. He's a pirate right now. So missing you? Yes, maybe. So let's throw the druid sticks for you. Let's see what's going on with the druid sticks and see what's up. So this is a new beginning. So this is called the dragon's head, or as Triple Moon said earlier, dragon's teeth. But I don't think that was about this. This is what is going on? My wood is stuck, everybody. So there we go. We got it stopped. All right. So, but the dragon's head is about a new beginning. It's about being attentive and being alert. And so Libra Cusp, I think this gives you the geomancy sticks, or the druid sticks, give you two sets of good advice here. The first is that this is a new beginning for you and for Josh. So that while he may be missing you, this is telling you that you need to move forward and that you need to be really cautious, which we see here, but we also see in the dragon's head. So the dragon is alert, the dragon is attentive, the dragon is paying attention to the situation and what's going on. So constantly kind of scanning the situation, scanning the environment, scanning the people, and making sure that they can get off to a new start. So while we may be very concerned about Josh's feelings towards you in terms of missing you, I think there's enough. I think that we know enough that he probably is missing you. And I think we know that missing you probably isn't the healthiest thing right now. And some of his behaviors might not be the right thing for you in this moment, right? Be careful of this Beauty and the Beast messaging, right? That you don't practice necessarily unconditional love, like that ultimate forgiveness sort of thing, right? Know where your boundaries are, use your plague mask, be protective of your heart, especially from people who don't have your best interest in mind.
All right. So hope that resonated with you, Libra Cusp, and thank you for your question. All right, now on to the next question, which is MW. What can I expect in the next 1 to 2 years? All right.
Life.
All right.
That's a long time range. That's a long time range, MW.
Yeah. What can MW expect in the next 1 to 2 years? What can MW expect in the next 2 years? What can MW expect within the next 1 to 2 years? There we go. Ooh, these are really good cards. All right, so MW, we have the sun here, which shows that you're gonna have a clear direction on what you want to do. So I do see that you're going to be focused, that you're going to be going towards your self motivations. You're going to be going towards your so during the next 2 years, I do see that you're going to be a lot more bigger. I do see that you're going to be a lot more, in personality wise, bigger than you think here. So I'm seeing that this is like getting towards fame here. So I do see that you're going to put yourself out there, that you're gonna be centered around you. So it's all going to be focusing on you with the sun here. Going into Jupiter here. So with Jupiter here, I do see that you're going to have a lot. You're going to have a lot of. You're going to be doing a lot of expanding. You're going to be. So I do see that there's going to be abundance that comes to you within the next 2 years. So what I see with Jupiter is that everything's going to go your way. That you're going to grow as a person, and that you're going to receive abundance here with Jupiter here. So if I can put these I'm putting these cards together here. So I do see that you're going to have a lot of luck with going towards your self motivations, going towards your desires, going towards your motivations here with the sun here. So I do see that within the next 2 years you're going to be focused on yourself, and my advice to you, MW, is to not get so wrapped up into that. Take time for others. Don't be too selfish. Don't be too closed off here, or just like being too prideful here. But I do see so you are going to be focused on your own success, on your own self motivations here. So now let's get a placement here that's prevalent to this.
Hey, sunflower.
What's going on, Raina?
It's so good to see you.
This time it didn't drop on the floor. So we have the Mercury in Scorpio in the 11th house here. So I'm seeing that that for you with the Mercury in Scorpio in the 11th house is that you're gonna have a lot of deep and penetrating conversations with your friends here, with your social circles. So I do see that there's going to be some intense conversations between you and your friends here. Maybe because you're in this flow state where you're centering yourself. But with the Mercury and Scorpio, I do see that we have with Mercury and Scorpio in the 11th house is that we have that deep conversation and coming to truth with your friendships. So hope that resonated with you, MW, and I'm gonna pass it on to Dr. Mystical.
I'm making stories with the dice. I made a story with the dice. This is a cosplay scene, everybody. That's what my mind is wandering. Sorry, I'm going to a different place. I mean, Moon, I don't have a symbol for a cop, or a car hood. All right, so what can you expect? Yeah. That was a crazy Pisces reading over on Triple Moon's show. This is getting in some dark places. Not dark places, just, candlelit places, I guess is the best. I mean, not places you would turn the black light on in. I guess is probably where that is. It's not blood or semen. Oh, God, I hope it's blood. So what's going on for the next couple of years for you, MW? So we have Merlin, right? This is the wild wisdom of the fairy oracle. This is Merlin's guidance, mentorship, teacher of old ways. So part of what you need to do to kind of access some of this abundance and some of the warmth and growth in your life really is to seek out this character, right? Seek out the Merlin, seek out a guide or a mentor, a teacher, someone who can kind of bring you back to, I think, probably more traditional ways of kind of living your life or moving your way through your life. And so I'm fidgety. And so, but what, I think that there's a lot of I get a sense of this as kind of like, look, you got to calm down. It's not every new adoption, every new entrepreneurship, every new angle, every new everything, right? Stop chasing the future, right? The old ways, the guide, the mentor, the teacher is going to help you build a foundational practice, a foundational way in the world that will provide you that success that you need, that abundance that you need over time. And so that's kind of what that talks about. All right, so let's roll a little bit of the dice, Merlin. What big coat? What are you talking about? It's like 84 degrees today. What are you talking about, big coat? Who's cold? Triple Moon's talking about frozen things. I'm just sitting here in the one state everybody hates to be in. I mean, hates right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't like being here. All right. So this is not a cosplay scene, although you could, but what really kind of it talks about it. I like kind of the play off the goggles. This is the goggles, the corset, and the command wings like pilots wear in planes when we used to fly in planes. And so, but what this really talks about is that you kind of need to get some guidance and some vision, right? Some vision from Merlin, right? Slap the goggles on Merlin, get that vision, get that clarity around what it is you need to do. The other side of this is really around the corset. Now, the corset talks about sexuality, sensuality, and intimacy. But in terms of kind of what can you expect for the next 2 years? Yeah, maybe a little bit of smooshing time, a little bit of sexy times. But I think that when you read, again, you read everything in kind of conjunction together, we can see that this intimacy really is about following your truth, following your true passion, and being honest about that, and clear about that, and clear about it right here from the goggles, being clear about who you are and what you need to do and how you need to do that, right? Operating on that really, truly connected, aligned self, right? Represent yourself in that way. And the only way for you to do that, you might be waiting. I think what Spirit just said to me is like, you might be waiting for an opportunity to kind of let yourself be vulnerable and show your true intimate self, right? The self that you keep inside. And you might be waiting for an opportunity for that to happen. But what Spirit told me when we got to the pilot's wings, the command wings, is that you need to take control. You need to take command. You need to take leadership over that aspect in your life. That if you're waiting for someone to create an opportunity for you to be in that place, then that's not going to happen. Now, that's different than finding a guide or a mentor or somebody who can kind of teach you, right? That this is somebody who can kind of bolster your confidence, but they're not going to give you the opportunity. They're just going to help you through that path and going through that way. So, all right. So let's hopefully my wood doesn't get stuck again.
Oh my God.
Who would live in Texas, Sunflower? My goodness, what a place that is.
Oh my God.
It's like the Stone Age is in there. Like they're burning their kids' toys. Like that's Stone Age shit. That's like Fred Flintstone level shit, except he didn't do that. That's what you get for voting for that administration. So what we got is about the white. So this is called the white. And so you can see here the W. See here the W. And what's funny is I'm looking at the colorings, right? We got a lot of red, we got a lot of fire coming in from Austin. And then we've got the white here where we're talking about intimacy, we're talking about clarity, we're talking about having a teacher. The white is about purity of purpose. And so I see your next 1 to 2 years as a real solid growth cycle for you, that you're going to get out of the masks that you wear, out of the fakery that you engage in to kind of keep people at bay, that you're going to have success, but that success comes with really taking kind of ownership over your life, getting some real clarity about what that is, taking ownership about it, and then living your really true, authentic self, the purity of purpose. What is your purpose in this life? And that's what you can expect over the next 2 years, provided, of course, like magic is only as good as the work that we do. So, right, doing that work and living in that direction. So hopefully that makes sense. There. I feel like I should say ta-da. I have a reader friend that says at the end of your reading, he says he ends all his readings with "good for you."
Wow.
Timer goes off. Boop, 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 boop. Good for you, he says, and then off you go.
All right. Hope that resonates with you, MW, and it's our pleasure. So. Now let's see if there's any more questions. And I'll go with this one. Maria. There's a love possibility, but with me and the Pisces guy, I did told someone about my feelings for him in a very indirect way. Believe his past life problem also. Just don't know how much messy it is. All right. So, is there a love possibility Maria and the Pisces. Is there a love possibility with Maria and the Pisces? That's what I was feeling too when reading that question. Mystery. Is there a love possibility between Maria and the Pisces guy?
Yeah, like mediumistically, there's just a lot going on around him. Hey, Christina D. Leakin and Christina D, moderators extraordinaire visiting. That's nice.
All right. Okay. And this is what my intuition was picking up. This is what my intuition was picking up here. So we have the black moon. So we have the black moon Lilith here. So I'm seeing that there's a lot of unknowns. I'm seeing that there's a lot of unknowns between you and this Pisces guy. So you're going to be dealing with a lot of unknowns here. And things are hidden here. Things that are a mystery. This guy is a walking mystery. This guy is like so I'm seeing this guy. He's trying to come in like all poker face here.
He's all cool and shit, but
yeah, he's like wearing shades here. So I'm seeing that this guy is like really kind of like a little too much has a bit of mystery to him. He's really unpredictable here. So that's with the black moon Lilith. And then with the ninth house here, you have to walk by faith. You have to really use your so you have to really rely on spirit here. Rely on spirit on what these mysteries are. So although there are some mysteries, although there are some hidden things that are going on there are some hidden things that are going on with the Pisces. He's just like I'm seeing he's like a walking void here, or what
I think you need to say it. He's shady AF, Maria.
Yes,
he's shady.
Yeah,
he's shady.
Yeah, he's shady. So I'm seeing there's a lot of hidden things. There's a lot of unknowns to this guy. So you have to walk by faith here. Don't walk by sight. Walk by faith. So you have to really put your faith into spirit here. But there's a lot to deal with here. So I do see that there is a lot of mystery to this. So is there a love possibility? It's a little unclear here because he's kind of unpredictable. I'm not sure what his commitments are here. But with the ninth house, it does show that there is a love possibility once you put in the faith here, once you put in the trust here. So I do see that there is a love possibility, but there's a lot of unknowns to it. There's a lot of unknowns here. So now let's see what placement is prevalent here.
Right? She says that every crush she asks about is shady. You gotta get some better instincts. Or you gotta listen to them. I don't know. I try to have faith, Austin, that the good guys went out in the end, but it's tough.
Yeah. So we have the Pluto in Pisces in the 7th house here. So what I'm seeing with the Pluto in Pisces in the 7th house here is that there needs to be a little more oh my God, Tarot Oracle. Welcome, Tarot Oracle.
My wood's just peeking out at you, T.O. Like it's just a little there.
Yeah. Yeah. So with the Pluto in Pisces in the 7th house here, I do see that there is a lot of there has to be a lot of transformation there, that soon the lack of clarity will soon turn into where you're going to be clear, where the intentions are going to be clear of this guy here. So so really use your intuition here, and it will come into you with that, with the 7th house, with the Pluto in Pisces in the 7th house. Now I'm gonna pass it on to Dr. Mystical.
Do we really need to know, Maria? He's shady. So this flipped over right when I was shuffling. So this is a gatekeeper, fairy time shift, dimensional slips. But I don't want you to pay. I'll read you the message because the message is there. But that's not the message that I got when I flipped the card over. When I flipped the card over, I was like, you need to guard your door. Like you need to guard your door, right? This is you where you live. And this is you here with your big sword. And whenever the Pisces guy gets near you with the big sword, you want to take your big sword and end that process, right? So you need to be on guard for this guy. You need to be the gatekeeper. You need to be, you kind of need to hold your own here because again, so he's shady. He's just shady. I don't know what else to tell you. He's shady. I just feel super shady. Like this is where we're gonna see some. Oh my God, they rolled everywhere. My little dice rolled everywhere, all over the place. All right, so yeah, here's the thing. You absolutely know that he's not good for you, but you're still drawn to him. And so why is that? Right? You know, the candle talks about illuminations, it talks about truth, it talks about knowledge, and it talks about kind of illuminating the situation. So you know what's going on. You know that Pisces guy is shady. Not all Pisces guys are shady, but all Pisces guys should be treated with be careful. Or a little odd. But you know full well that he's a pirate. You know he's a thief. He doesn't have your best interest in mind. He's got his best interest in mind, and that may match some of your best interests at times, right? Particularly maybe for 3 to 5 minutes on a Friday night. And so that may be where this is kind of coming in. You're like, but I know, but good. He's like, still, I want some of that wood, right? I want some of the wood. So, right. So I'm maybe willing to put up with some shit for it. But really, right, in the whole land of like, you got to grow up a little bit, right? You should. And I mean that in every way that you could possibly think of it. Like, keep your sword sharp, make sure the sword is clean and free of blemishes, all of that, all of the double entendres. All right, so let's throw some wood. Let's throw some wood for you. And yeah, you need to move on, right? The dragon's head says, be alert, be aware, look around, see what's up. And it's a new beginning. And so it's time for you to move into it. And it's time for you to kind of, this may be a new beginning this may be an opportunity for a new beginning for you. Gosh, I sure hope it's not with this shady guy, unless it's just for like the occasional smoosh and go situation. But I think even then, even in a smoosh and Maria, say no more. Like, we're done. She's an Aries. He's a Pisces. She's probably cusping. Are you cusping? Like, are you just an Aries? Because I can tell you some stories. So just be still, my heart. I get it. I understand. But right, I think that you need to kind of be aware of. So this could be a good little Aries symbol too. I don't know my astrology, Austin, so don't hold me to this, but I see a ram's head here. So, but I think that you need to be the dragon's head says get into a new beginning, be alert, be aware of the situation and what you're getting yourself into. So, because again, he's bad for you, but he's just so dreamy that you want a little of the wood. So. Oh no, my wood has stuck. I've stuck. There we go. I'm stuck. Triple Moon Goddess says there is no gas at the gas station.
Oh man.
There was gas at my gas station, and you're welcome to come over, but it's a little ways away.
All right,
Maria, that was fun. That was a fun reading, Maria. I hope you don't take it personally that you're making a bad choice here. All right. What are we going to do next? You're right. Swipe in whatever direction you need to swipe to get rid of him is what I mean. I don't know what that is, if it's left or right or up or down.
Yeah, let me see if I can find another question here.
Triple Moon should be asking about where she can get gas. Is it? Sunflower says it's swipe left, everybody. This just in. This just in. Sunflower is swiping left.
You need to find
or right. No, now she's backtracking. Now she's like, I don't know. Like, it could be left or right, up or down, diagonally. Maybe just uninstall the app for a while, Maria. Maybe just give yourself a break. According to your daughter, it's swiping in either of those directions. I think you might be getting played, Sunflower. I think your daughter's playing you a little bit.
Yeah. All right. So now we get to Triple Moon Goddess's question. How will the next year or two be? All right. How will the next 2 years be for Triple Moon Goddess?
No, Maria says no more crushes. She's done with the crushes. I get it. I understand.
Too many cards here. Too many cards.
You're telling me my collection is breaking off of the mystical mantle. I may at some point have to build the Tarot Oracle, Tarot Tower of Terror. And that's what I would have to call it. Just so that I would stumble over the words every time. The Tarot Tower of Terror. J Ream says, right? Maria says no more crushes. J Ream's like, no more commitments. So Maria's like, look, I'm going serious only. J Ream is like, no, that is not the direction of my pathway. Oh, that's funny. Tarot Tower hype. Yeah, there's so much. I'm bleeding over the mantle. It's bananas. I said I would be good this year, and then I decided I would misbehave and do more tarot. I don't know what Bumble is. Is Bumble a different version?
Yeah,
Sunflower. I'm an old man. I don't know what these are. We used to go to these thing called bars when I was,
All right, so triple moon goddess, we have the Sagittarius here. So I'm seeing that there's either going to be a Sagittarius that comes into your life here, or I do see that you're going to be doing a lot of traveling. I do see that you're going to be doing a lot of shooting your shot here, towards life here. So really taking adventures here, taking risks is what I see with the Sagittarius here. So you're going to be shooting that arrow forward. So I do see that you're going to be taking risks. You're going to be going on adventures. You're going to be looking at different possibilities. Looking towards the future, towards optimism with the Sagittarius. Now going towards the Grand Cross here, I do see that you're gonna go towards more challenges here. What as you still do the expansion, as you still try to shoot your shot to take risks here, with the Sagittarius, with the Grand Cross. I'm seeing that you're gonna have some pitfalls here with that. So I do see that there's going to be some mishaps here. So this is card number 21. So 2 and 1 make 3 here. So I'm seeing that you're going to be finding people, that you're going to be shooting your shot towards other people, like Dream Starwalker said, you're finding a sexy boy toy. sort of that way here. But you're gonna be going through a lot of challenges at the moment with the Grand Cross here. So now let's look at the Astro Dice here. Oh my god.
Oh my god. I mean, it washes out tarot work.
Okay.
It's getting weird. You pass the 9 o'clock hour and things start to go into a weird place. What would happen with like a midnight show? Like, it would be really weird.
Oh my god! I want to attempt that. I want to attempt that. On
Nobody on the internet is good after 10 o'clock. Like, weird is good. Weird is good. Weird can be good if it's consensual. You're like, that's fucking weird, and no, that's not fun.
All right,
that's not fun.
So triple moon goddess, I do see with the Pluto and Aries in the 6th house here, is that now you're going to be shifting your so you're going to be going through a transformation in your passion, in your work here. So I'm seeing that this is related to your channel here. So I'm seeing that you're going to have newfound passion in that sense towards your work, towards your spiritual work here. So I do see So I do see that happening for you with the Pluto in Aries in the 6th house. So I hope that resonates with you, Triple Moon Goddess. And now I'm going to pass it on to Dr. Mystical.
That's right. Sunflower can bring food and drink for our after midnight party where we're shooting everything all over everybody. What is going on? What is happening? Triple Moon Goddess, what have you done to this chat? Oh, the Green Man's Bride, right? So the Green Man's Bride, sacred union, commitment ceremony, maturation into deep relationships. So yeah, there may be a lot of risk. There may be a lot of risk that you take, and there may be pitfalls in that. But over the next year or two, I think the Green Man's Bride suggests that part of that is you're going to be taking those risks for a greater gain, right? To create a friendship, create a union. I don't think it was in the eye, though, Tarot Oracle. I'll have to go back and watch the tapes, but I was pretty sure it was the dress. I mean, maybe it was the eye as well. I don't know. But I think you're going to find, like, part of what you're going to find. So, Astro-Ascension talked about your spiritual work and your spiritual path, but I also think that the Green Man's Bride pays honor to that in kind of the relationship, emotional, loving relationship realm as well. So not only is your spiritual work going to be a focus and kind of you finding your lane and getting your direction and growing that bit, I also think that some of these risks are going to lead to a new commitment, someone who kind of understands that spiritual guidance, understands that spiritual path, understands the work that you're doing, and you're going to find that kinship in them, right? So and this is very much kind of teachers teaching each other, right? That's kind of the spirit, the sense I get out of the Green Man's Bride, right? But there is going to be, I think, over the next 2 years, this sort of finding of a strong union between you and somebody else. I guess I don't know how all that goes. So dice. I roll my dice on camera, so it doesn't look like I'm doing anything nefarious. I don't want the internet to get a hold of that. All right, so yeah, I think here's what's interesting. We have the airship, right? We got the blimp.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Triple Moon Goddess. I needed to fill out an application. So oh my god. I'm all kerfuffled. I'm all like flustered. All right, so hang on. What's the job? All right, so I think that we've got the airship, right? We've got the blimp, zeppelin, airship, whatever you want to talk about it. Goggles, and for which of course would help protect your eyes, but also the heart. And so I think some of this is that this kind of gives validation to the sense of Sagittarius, right? Kind of taking risks, moving things forward. The zeppelin talks about adventures, talks about journeys, talks about going different places. So it might also be a move for you that's happening. But I think part of what that move really is around is this sort of clarity in your life at this time in your life, right? So this is something that's really interesting, I think, that people don't understand is like, I just want clarity in my life. And they think that clarity is like total life clarity. But the reality is that clarity is only for this period of time. And so I think that some of this adventurous, some of this risk taking is going to lead to some clarity in your life. And once you can kind of get cleared, see where things are with your work, with your spiritual path, bringing all these things together, that's what's going to be the thing that opens up the door to this relationship here. Comes to this kind of relationship here, Green Man's Bride, that we see. So I am a risk taker, she says. So all right, now let's give Moon some wood. So we'll give her some wood, which clearly it would appear as though there's plenty of wood to be had. So that's not so bad, right? That's not such a terrible thing. But let's see what's going on. So this is so here's your echo of Sagittarius right here. So this is what's called the leader. This is what's called the leader, but it's an arrow. It's also called the boy in geomancy, but we want to be more inclusive than that because not everybody is a boy and or a girl, or maybe they are both. But so we want to be more inclusive. So we call this one the leader. And so some of this is that Sagittarius is like, you need to take that risk. You need to assume the responsibility of being in charge of your own life. I think you need to take that control of what that adventure needs to be. And you need to kind of be out front on this risk taking. I think the only thing, like what Spirit's telling me, Moon, is that the only thing that the universe is waiting for is for you to put your intention into it. And when I say that, I'm not, you probably said, this is what I want to accomplish, and this is what I want to do. But you also haven't said what you're letting go of, or you haven't let go of the things in the past. And so this kind of directional stuff from we see over here in Sagittarius, but also here in the leader is almost kind of like letting go of the things of the past, the things that no longer serve you, and moving into a new direction. So hopefully that makes sense. What is happening? Now they're talking about work from home jobs. Like, are you talking about like jobs, or are you talking about like jobs?
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
I need that application.
Triple moon goddess is a great leader.
Yeah. OnlyFans. Oh my God. Listen, I've thought about it. I'd be honest, like, you can't just get into all this, all this sexy stuff on the YouTubes because they'll we can talk dirty and use the F swears.
All right. Now we can get into Claudia here. What is coming towards me within 6 months? What is coming towards Claudia? Oh, too many cards here. All right. Okay. What is coming towards Claudia within the next 6 months?
Oh, I don't think we're talking about sunshine, though, right? Maybe in the sunshine. Maybe get your vitamin D in the sunshine while you're sunning your perineums.
All right. So Claudia, we have Saturn here. So what I see with Saturn here is that you may be going through a bit of blockages in the next 6 months, maybe some limitations, maybe some isolation that's coming in with Saturn. But also, I do see that you're gonna start to get control. You're gonna start to get control of those. You're gonna start to get control of those. You're gonna start to get control of those things in life here. Those limitations, those struggles. Those are gonna get better within those next 6 months here. Now going into the 4th house. So I'm seeing that you're kind of like cut off from your family members. Maybe some things are not really good between you and your family members. Maybe within your past here. So I do see that those issues will be mended. That those limitations will be mended with the Saturn in 4th house. So I do see that we have those limitations there. So that's coming in for you within the next for you within the next 6 months. Now let's see what placement is prevalent here.
Now you know why I do my dice on camera. because they're dirty birdies is what's up. They're dirty birdies. They're very, very, very naughty.
AKA playing with my balls.
That's right. Just throwing.
Oh my god. I've been around Triple Moon Goddess and Reina too much. All right, so
King Kong, that's a big order to live up to.
All right, so here's what else is coming up in the here's what else is coming up for you within the next six months here, Claudia, is that with the South Node and such, the South Node in Aquarius in the 10th house. I'm seeing that you want to stick to innovative, you want to stick to new approaches in your career. I do see that that you're gonna stick to your original plan here, and not really go off towards that other path, or change there with the South Node in Aquarius in the 10th house here. So hope that resonates with you, Claudia, and thank you for your question, and I'm going to pass it on to Dr. Mystical.
All right, what's going on? What's coming at you in the next 6 months? I'm going to be careful with how we're framing questions after the Sagittarius shooting things at people.
Oh my God.
Oh no, we buffered. All right. It's like my computer's like, dude, enough with the double entendre. We're gonna buffer you for a minute. What do you think about that? Don't say those things. All right. My subscribers weren't having cute headlines. They wanted smut. No, that's true. That's Triple Moon. That's a channel growth tip right there. That's a channel. That's a growth tip for you. Smutty headlines. So when I read Manara Tarot, my Manara Tarot videos, like the past readings, have like 1,800 views, which sounds amazing until you realize they're all 1 second, because there's some teenage kids like, ooh, this is, oh, it's terrible. That's not what I'm looking for. The thing is, if they stuck around, I'd be shooting everyone. All right. So what's coming at you for the next 6 months? We have the Green Man's Door. So the Green Man's Door is portals to fairy, Wheel of the Year, galactic, Gaian entry points. And so this kind of talks about, this talks a little bit about kind of a spiritual leveling up, or a spiritual awakening that's coming for you. So I'm doing this out of order for the next 6 months. So that's kind of what you only get so much. Got to aim it wisely. Oh my gosh. And you got to wait. The reload time is, well, never mind. You just drink a lot of water. I think it's the right answer. All right. So I think that sort of portals to fairy, Wheel of the Year, galactic, Gaian entry points tells you a little bit about, Claudia, that over the next 6 months you should experience some sort of a spiritual leveling up, and that may have a lot to do with kind of truth seeking and kind of in going into those directions. What you need to kind of know about that leveling up a little bit is that, right, we've got the hot air balloon, we've got the goggles, and we've got the pistol. And so the hot air balloon talks about ideas and flights of fancy. And so that gives you some insight into how you're going to approach the green man's door. What are some of the kind of fanciful, magical, spiritual interests that you have, these flights of fancy that you go on, these wonders and daydreams and dreams that you kind of experience? These are going to be the things that are taking you closer to this portal, right? And that's going to be the thing that I think you're eventually going to see with a great deal of clarity, right? Once you kind of go through this keyhole, once you go through this portal and this doorway, you're going to have a real clear insight into kind of your spiritual beliefs in this moment and at this level in your life. But I also think you need to be aware that what Spirit says is this is a departure for you from other people. So probably from friends or family or loved ones or people that you share a belief system with in the past that maybe you're kind of growing away from a little bit. But the pistol talks about conflict. And so I think that some of this growth is going to lead to some conflict for you as you start to say thanks, but no thanks, right? I'm going in this direction. I kind of have a new vision, a new clarity in the direction that I want to go at. How long does it take to realize? It depends on the amount of water. Sunflower, right? It could be 10 minutes. It could be 30 minutes on a dehydrated day. You just gotta, I don't know. I haven't timed it. I don't feel like this is the time I should start timing it. Like, I feel strongly that this show goes in a different direction if we start timing things. Good aim. Oh, what good is aim in a moment? All right, so that's no fun. All right, so what's going on? What's going on with the druid sticks, right? We got to give Claudia the wood. and I'm patient. It's cool. She's like, I'm patient. Like, I have a charcuterie board I can get into, right? All right, so this is called the way, Claudia. This is called the way, and the way talks about maybe the next 6 months being a little bit of a lonely journey for you, right? A lonely journey, a journey on your own, a solo, if you will. And I think that gives some credence to what we said here a little bit about the conflict, kind of saying goodbye to old friends, goodbye to old family, people who kind of hold beliefs, right? Needing to have that little bit of a distance from them right now. But as you go through the next 6 months, there is this sense of you kind of doing things on your own. But the way also talks about a different direction. And so that goes back to, again, the green man's door, right? You kind of approaching this portal to this magical realm, this magical place, your spiritual energy, and away you go. And so I think that's what you should look for in the next 6 months, is this sort of kind of spiritual journey that takes you in a different direction from what you may be used to or what other people in your life may be used to for you. And that's going to be the source of the conflict. But ultimately, you're going to need to do this kind of on your own. You may want them to be along for the ride, but they're not going to be. So there you go. Shower. In the shower, a type of shower, like a shower of pentacles, a pentacle shower.
Terror Oracle said, sounds like someone's shooting down that balloon.
Yeah, maybe. They're like, no, your fantasies are stupid. And they're jerks. They're jerks, Claudia. You just tell them. You say, Doc said you're a jerk. And I'm okay with that. I'm going to get wooden shower time. Oh, my God.
Wooden shower. All right. Next question. Get back on track.
I don't know. There's no track left. The track is gone. Oh, Happy Chicklet has a question.
All right, there we go. What's ours? What are ours feelings for me? Thank you.
That's tough. What are ours feelings? That's a toughie. What are our feelings?
What is ours feelings? What's ours feelings for Happy Chicklet? What's ours feelings for Happy Chicklet?
No, I know R's an initial. I'm just saying, like, as a tongue twister, what are R's feelings is hard to say late at night. And you wrote it correctly. What's R's? Yeah, I'm just.
What's R's?
I've been in a wordplay mood today, so.
All right.
I want to change my original question. You can change your original question.
All right.
What is happening? Naughty in the chat. There's just naughty in the chat.
All right. So we have the Capricorn. We have the Capricorn reverse here. So I'm seeing that there's a lot of things that are out of control with R here. So I'm seeing that there's some things that R cannot control here. And there's restrictions here. So normally when this is upright, it shows that there's control of a situation, but now there's a lot of now there's that lack of control here. So that lack of what I would say foundation in this connection between you and R here. So now we go into the earth element here. So I do see with the earth element is that there will be more stability come in. So once he gets more control out of this situation that he's in, out of this connection here, he will start to get more stability here with the earth element, and more of like a more security there with the earth element. So now let's look at the astro dice for any prevailing placement here. Planetary positions here of this situation. Okay, so we have the sun in Libra in the 5th house here. So maybe with the sun in Libra in the 5th house, I'm seeing that maybe he's fooling around with somebody that may be a Libra here. So I'm seeing, so the 5th house is the house of sex here. The house of the love life here. So with the sun in Libra in the 5th house, I'm seeing that he wants more balance in the with the with the love life. Maybe more of like a egalitarian vanilla way, vanilla sex here.
What? No.
With the so it shows that he wants more balance, and he wants more balance with that with the sun in Libra in the 5th house. So I'm either seeing that he's fooling around with somebody at the moment, or he just wants a little more balance in the sex here and in the love life.
He's fooling around with somebody to have vanilla sex. Is that what you're saying?
That's not what I'm saying, but like,
okay.
But
help me understand.
So I'm seeing that he's kind of like, he kind of wants bit more balance into the happy area, because things are out of control for
Okay.
him with the sun in Libra in the 5th house. Now
All right.
I'm going to pass it on to Dr. Mystical.
God, I hope I don't have to do a sex reading. That's that's the worst. By the way, Astro, I should tell you that that reading that I asked for a couple days ago on your stream about the interview for somebody, that it was totally what happened, I should say.
Wow.
So, then that's okay. That's okay. It is exactly what happened, and the outcome was exact, and it both in terms of what happened on the other end of the job interview and on this end of the job interview. So that's pretty awesome. I think vanilla sex, is that like missionary? I don't know. What is missionary? What is sunflower? What is missionary? Maybe you can emoji that for me. Yeah, no, absolutely. I want you to emoji missionary sex for me.
Oh.
All right. So, what are ours? What are ours feelings for me? The secret path. Ooh, secrets. Secrets are no fun. Secrets hurt someone. All right, the secret path, an irresistible pull down a distinct path, ley lines, mystical traditions. I think that's just the message on the card. I think playing off what Austin had to say, right? There is this sense of secrecy around the feelings that it has. So either in protecting you and protecting your feelings, or something's happening, but there is this sense of secrecy in the relationship between you and R that need to be kind of addressed. Like I'm just saying, like if you're gonna get caught, oughtn't it be worth it? Ought it, you say, well, all right, I got in trouble, but or this is so. What does that mean? Well, it's no judgment. It's no judgment. Somebody's average Tuesday afternoon is somebody's wild Friday night. All right. So yeah, be really careful. Be really careful about this relationship around around R, right? So the Kraken, the candle, the heart, give some language, right? The Kraken talks about hidden dangers, pitfalls, things that lurk underneath the sea, right? And that can come up and swallow your boat. And I'm not trying to give a double entendre, although that's so totally fine. But I think you need to be really careful that there's hidden pitfalls and dangers in R's feelings for you, right? It is part of the secret. It is part of the kind of the secret path, these secrets that maybe R is keeping. Maybe it's about this sort of vanilla sex rendezvous that's going on. I don't really know. But I think you need to get some illumination around that first, right? The candle talks about illuminating situations and gaining knowledge, gaining information, and learning and knowing a thing. And so I think you absolutely, before you need to know there are pitfalls. You need to see what those are and understand them completely and totally in order for you to, before you give R much more in terms of hearts and what's going on, right? Happy Chicklet agrees. Happy Chicklet, I can't wait. What is the equal sign? Before you give R much more room, I think you absolutely need to get some light on this Kraken situation, this secret. I don't know how you would do that gracefully. Maybe you don't need to do it gracefully at all. I don't know. But let's find out what's going on with the druid sticks. You're going to get some wood anyway. You're going to get some wood. Yeah, this is a prison. So this is what that talks about. I'm going to find the right. Damn it. Where was it? Yeah, it was this one. No, it was a candle. I don't want you to miss the. So this is a tetragram called the Prism. Kind of all I got to say about that. So this is the prison really kind of is about being confined, being locked away, and maybe in this case not seeing the total situation, but it also probably tells you a little bit about how this relationship may go for you. That, you know, I think probably some of the stability thing is what you might be looking for from R to have feelings about you. But I think that it ultimately kind of puts you in a position of a prison. So in the words of my friend Greg, good for you. So that's all I mean, it's like, it could be, there you go. Happy Chiclet's exactly right. I feel like I'm in a mental prison, not like a literal prison, although maybe.
That shape also reminds me that there's like this endless cycle, like she's going on this endless cycle.
Yeah, right. I mean, and that, futility, almost kind of like you're spinning your wheels. Yeah. That's interesting. I hadn't thought about that. Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah. All right.
Wait, so what do you mean you can't emoji missionary? What's yeah, I guess the equal sign would count. That's fine. I'm trying to hydrate sunflower, trying to I want to stay hydrated. All right. So who's next? Who's next in this crazy train?
We'll do Rena's question.
All right.
What is Rigo's feelings for me? Okay. All right. Let's do this. What is Rigo's feelings? What is Rigo's feelings for Reina? What is Rigo's feelings for Reina?
Sunflower, I didn't load the Tinkler up. For this, for the guest show. Maybe I should have loaded the Tinkler up. Just for you.
Okay, Sunflower. You're about to get a lot of like astrological call outs here.
Oh, that's what Sunflower needs. She needs to be called out on mornings.
All right. So, ooh. Okay. I'm seeing that this is some sort of like past life connection here. Maybe this guy is from your past here. Is what I'm seeing here. So I do see with the water element, I do see that this person, that there is feelings there. The feelings are there. The emotions are there. And I'm seeing that with the fourth house is that this is like something with the past here, like something that's already rooted, like the tree has already sprout out of its roots here. So it already feels like home here, and it shows that there's a lot of like shows that it's really balanced here. Because we see like two angels here, guarding the tree. So I'm seeing that there's a lot of balance in this. That there's a lot of fruit in this relationship. So I'm seeing that with the water element in the fourth house, is that this is something that's already taken root. This is already something that's already taking root here. Oh my God. um, so I'm seeing that this is something that's already taken root here with the fourth house. So I do see that this is something from the past. Maybe he's from the
I couldn't resist.
So we see that this connection is already there. That this is something from the past. That it's already there. So we see the feelings, and we see that this connection has already been has already had its roots here with the fourth house. Now let's see what's going on with the Astro dice.
He might. Gotta stay warm somehow. Chicago's cold. Hey, Badre.
How you doing, Badre? How you? Thank you for coming on this stream, Badre.
As if it wasn't wild enough, Badre is now here. Now we can begin. Begin.
So we have the Mercury in Aquarius in the 8th house here. So I do see that the communication is going to change between you two. So we're gonna have that new communication that comes in. And this is gonna bring a new cycle here. So the connection that you guys had ended, but a new one's going to begin. So I do see that there's going to be a new found communication here, and more communication to come with this. So that's what I see here. Reina, and thank you for your question. Now I'm going to pass it on to Dr. Mystical.
What is going on? So the question now has changed. So he doesn't just want to smoosh. What's the situation? What's the sitch? This is a longtime friend back on the scene. There's a deep connection, maybe playing off that connection, see what we can get. Wait until, one of Sunflower's midnight live streams. Catch her at a vulnerable moment. This is the connection we had, yeah. But all right. So then that's the answer, right? If it's an old connection, and that connection is about smoosh situations, then that's the connection. It was the bomb. All right, man, it's cold. Get it on. Smoosh and go. That would have been meditation. Yeah, his mustache is a nice mustache. Like these finely mustachioed gentlemen is they're good. They're good on YouTube. They're good tarot readers. All right, so what is going on? The gift, right? The gift, a present, an offer, growth. There's some growth potential. But but I think that this is really this is kind of being this is being offered to you. So I mean, he might be looking for a special kind of gift. But I think that this is kind of being offered to you as a gift in this point in your life, that maybe this is kind of what you need. And it's kind of just what is it? What is an Italiano feud? Is that a drink? All right. So be careful. Like, here's the thing. You got to work it. The thing about this kind of relationship is that you really need to work at this, right? So I think bringing this about, so you kind of indicated in the comments that you kind of had more feelings maybe than he had in the situation. And I think that you really kind of need to work at that, or you need to see that there's work that needs to be put in. So now this may be how he's feeling like, look, I'm ready to work at this relationship with you. I'm ready to kind of make this commitment to you. Like, look, that was some good smoosh and go action. We can see our little thrusty buddy here. Right? Doesn't he just look like, hey, look what's down, look what's in here. Like, here's a gift for you. And that's not a gift, right? You shouldn't just send pictures of your gift to people without them knowing about it. That's not right. That's not how the world should work. What kind of a world do we live in? So, right. But I think probably what you're finding is, right, this is being given back to you at this point in your life because you need it. But you do need to recognize that he's saying he's ready to work on this. He sees the wealth in the relationship. He understands the value that the relationship has together with you. But there are still some hidden things, some hidden pitfalls. The Kraken talks about the Kraken talks about hidden pitfalls and danger. So be careful that not everything is as it seems, or at least you probably need to work on those pitfalls and those dangers and talk about what they are in order for that to kind of have his dangling right. So that's what kind of needs to take place. All right, let's oops, I dropped my wood. I dropped my wood sunflower. All right, let's get to the wood. Oh my God, it's all over my hands. All right, so this is so Triple Moon said, you need to, what did she say? She said, you need to ghost him till he ghost him, he'll come running. That's the red. So this is the red. It's an R. See, it's an R. And the red means stop. Look around. Get this situation under control. Remember what I talked to you about, right? I said, look, he's coming to you and he's saying, look, I'm ready to do the work. This was the best smoosh I've ever had. I never want another smoosh again. Look, here's a picture of my gift for you. But you need to really stop and address these pitfalls, these dangers, these things that are kind of out there and that need to be addressed. So I think this situation calls for a sense of pause. Well, you kind of figure it out. Like, don't rule it out. But I think there's a lot of conversation. There's a lot of question. There's a lot of consent. There's a lot of this is what this is, and it is not this. And kind of going through that conversation of kind of seeing what's kind of going on for you. So what are his feelings towards you? He's ready to work at it, but there's some hidden things that you need to pay attention to. Also, the dick pics are not okay. They're never okay. If you don't ask for it, it's not okay.
Yeah. All right. So now let's get it to the next question.
I have a dangling gift too. Oh my gosh, what is happening? There's wooden showers.
All right, Lakin. Can I get a reading for the next 6 months? All right.
That's a long reading. 6 months of a reading.
All right. What is to come for Lakin within 6 months? What is to come for Lakin within the next 6 months? That one wanted to pop out.
More Instagram tarot. That's what's coming.
Oh. Oh boy.
What's happening? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Uh-oh.
What's happening? I'm excited to learn.
All right. So we have the solar eclipse here. So I'm seeing here that there's going to be a new beginning. There's going to be a slate wiped clean here. you're gonna go into this solar eclipse energy where things are gonna change for the new here. So there's gonna be a lot of difference that comes to you with the solar eclipse here. So I'm seeing that new beginnings are coming in, that new cycles are coming in, that that you're gonna go through a new cycle here with the solar eclipse here. So I do see that so we have the number 44 here. So that's a master number here. So master number 44 means that that you're going to have more stability here. Now I'm going to talk about Libra reversed. So Libra reversed, I'm seeing that you're going to struggle to get the balance here. So maybe this new cycle is not going to be something that you're used to. So I do see that that it's going to throw off your balance. That whatever this new beginning is coming in, this whatever slate has been wiped clean here, you're not going to be used to it. So it's going to throw off your balance. And you're gonna struggle with balance here. You're gonna struggle with peace here, with Libra reverse. So shows that things may be out of balance for you within the next 6 months. Now let's see what placement is prevalent here.
She's hurt. I'm no longer excited because I mean, in a different situation, is not a good. That's the end of an evening.
All right, so we have the sun in Scorpio in the 8th house. So I do see that with the sun and Scorpio in the 8th house here, you're going to be focusing heavily on transformation. You're going to be focusing heavily on intense transformation that comes into your life here. So we have double Scorpio energy. So 8th house is ruled by Scorpio. We have Scorpio here. So with sun and Scorpio in the 8th house, I do see that there may be something significant about Scorpio. I don't know if you're a Scorpio or somebody that's coming in is a Scorpio that will kind of bring you this new start here, this like transformation with that. So again, we have this rebirth, we have this new beginning coming in. We have this and then it's going to throw off the balance for you. So it shows that you're going to it shows that for you that there's going to be a lot of changes that come in, a lot of changes into your life here, and a lot of intense changes with the sun and Scorpio in the 8th house.
Could it be that could the double Scorpio energy be a little bit of like some ownership, some territory type issues?
Yeah.
Like a kind of claiming of territory.
Yeah. So hope that resonated with you, Lakin. And now I'm gonna pass it on to Dr. Mystical.
What's happening, Lakin, for the next 6 months? She's definitely not a Scorpio. Okay. I'm trying to remember from Discord. You should jump quickly over to Discord, like, and not before we're done with your reading, but then you could get your chart. You can tag Austin in it. All right. So what's going to happen for the next 6 months? What is happening over your next 6-month period? What's going on? What's the sitch? We have the riddle fisher, divination, seeking out, finding answers. I think this is going to be a time for you really to kind of figure out, like, so part of kind of what it says, new beginning, right? Seeking out, finding answers, like as you pass through this new beginning, I think that's going to be a time for you to kind of figure, again, out of balance. So figuring things out, finding those answers, getting grounded again in this new situation and what that means for you. And so maybe it's around that intensity. But I get a sense of like confusion, and get a sense of trying to find your way through this. You can see the trudging through the water of the riddle fisher. And so that may be part of it as well. So I don't think, so those will be some. What am I doing? Sitting here rolling the dice in my hands. It's so strange. So that's going to be part of it, right? Is that sort of sense of going through this new direction and then having to find the answers and seek out the right path and the right way in this new world, right? This new landscape for you. But it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So lots of adventure, lots of journey, lots of fantasies, maybe fantasies coming true, maybe fantasies being created, and certainly a lot of work left to be done. So I think that this new beginning doesn't get you off scot-free, but there is quite a lot of really interesting things happening for you over the next 6 months. So there's this sense of journey. There's so we've got the airship, we've got the hot air balloon, we've got the gears, which talk about work. And so, yeah, some adventures, some journeys, things are going to start to come true for you. Fantasies, ideas, things that you've had in your head, all these things are going to start to come true. But that doesn't mean that you shouldn't still be doing the work on them, right? So remember, magic's only as good as the work that we do. And so there is still, even in this new world, there's still going to be work left to do, maybe to bring about the next change, right? So maybe a good new beginning, but it's not a complete transformation, right? Because of course there are multiple excites. All right, let's give you the wood. Got to give Lake in the wood here. He likes fun. Fun is good. Fun is good. Oh goodness, I try not to look. Yeah, be really careful. There's still this sense of maybe being barred. So this talks a little bit to that kind of the work message here. This is the prison. So again, and I think Austin had a really interesting read on this, that it is this sense of cycling, like things kind of going around and around and around. I'm trying to see if that's noted in my little cheat sheet. But I can't find it really quickly, and I don't want to spend all of our time with me just thinking about that. But is it on the other side? It is not. All right, so but the prison there it is. The prison limitations, pay attention to your emotions, obstacles, worry. So I think that there's still going to be that work left to do. So that prison really it's not like a prison, like literally being locked up, right? But it does tell you that it's still not complete, right? There's still this sense of there's still some limitations. So it is time for you to really be mindful of your emotions, mindful of how you get your balance. So this goes to Austin's read on being out of sync, being out of balance, and really kind of being worried about what the next steps may be. So you're still going to need to do some of that work. So maybe raspberry. What is going on? Raspberries, vanilla with raspberries. Watch out for Tarot Oracle in the heart, right? Because he's shooting hot air balloons, like it's crazy in Tarot Oracle land. So that's kind of what I got, right? So I think that this new beginning is maybe what Spirit's kind of saying is that this may be step one on a larger journey. So you still need to do the work. It's going to be, I think it's going to open a lot of doors up for you, but you are going to need to kind of find your way through that.
All right.
The dirty cop video. Naughty, naughty, triple moon. Naughty, naughty.
All right. So I am going to call for last free reading for tonight.
Last reading.
And it will go to Dream Starwalker. So now, guys, the free list is closed. So you have the offer. So now is the time for last call for donations. So we have one final time for donations, and this is the last free reading for tonight. I will be back on tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's my pleasure, Lakin. All right, so Dream. Already got to your question here. Okay, so with the sixth house here, I'm seeing that your spiritual that spirit's telling me here, the sixth house is that you must focus on work. Whatever is you're doing, keep on doing it. Keep on going with your routines, and keep on going with your work. Be focused on your health. Be focused on your body here, on your own work here. So keep improving yourself with the sixth house. And we have this so this indicates like health here. So you're gonna be focused on your body here. So that's what I see with the sixth house here. Now going into Jupiter here. I do see that you're going to expand. You're going to expand upon your work. I do see that your predecessors are telling you to keep focusing on work. There are things there are good things coming to you. There's expansion coming to you. There's luck coming to you. There's abundance coming to you with the Jupiter here. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep working. Keep going on that grind here, and you're gonna receive that abundance here with the with Jupiter. So keep working here. Keep like working. Keep doing what you're doing is what Spirit's telling me, and you're doing good here. Yes.
Work.
Now let's see what placement is prevalent here in this present moment.
It's good for tying things down, Sunflower.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
You got to have long ties if you want to get any good knots in.
Okay, so we have the sun. So we have the South Node in Cancer in the fifth house here. So I do see here that with the South Node in Cancer in the fifth house here is that you're going to be fixated on expressing. You're going to be expressing focus on expressing your true emotions here. So I do see that with the South Node in Cancer in the 5th house, is that you're going to be is that you're still going to be focused on expressing yourself, expressing your true self, expressing and really supporting others to be creative as well, with the South Node in Cancer in the 5th house. So hope that resonates with you, Dream, and now I'm going to pass it on to Dr. Mystical.
What is going on, Dream? What's happening? What's going on? What are they telling you? What do the fairies tell you they're telling you? Oops, there it is. It's right there. It's that one. Don't get too excited. It's that one. So the Green Man's Bride talks a little bit about that sense of commitment, that sense of, so yeah, I mean, it could very well be a romantic partner, but I think playing off what we learned from Austin in terms of like commitment, I think the Green Man's Bride kind of talks about that commitment to work, that commitment to what it is that you want to do, the commitment to the things that you should be working on. So it's not necessarily romantic commitment, right? It's going to be more about that sense of doing good work, being dedicated and loyal to that. And that's what's going to lead you to kind of a deeper relationship with self, deeper relationship with the work that you do. So. Who's a dog? A dog with 17,000 subscribers? Dogs are fun. All right. Yeah. Marry you to your work. Right. And so that's a little bit about what's kind of going on. So I put that under put the dice underneath my head. All right. So this is the gears, the Kraken, which we've seen plenty of times tonight. And, the hot air balloon. So this echoes that sense of work, that sense of routine, that sense of what we saw from Austin's reading. But I do think that with regard to your work, I think you need to be paying really attention. I think this gives a little bit of caution, a little bit of warning about an over dedication to the structure, to the routines, that there may be pitfalls in there if we don't pay attention to flights of fancy and ideas and daydreams and things that can maybe move our work in some different directions. And so I think that, oh, you're the dog. Okay, you're so all right. So I think that's part of what you need to kind of pay attention to, is that if you get too bogged down in the structure, the routine, doing the things the way that you've always done them, that's what's going to ultimately be a bit of a pitfall. And so we saw this a little bit too in Austin's reading, where he talked about kind of inspiring others and helping others kind of achieve their dreams and achieve what they want to achieve, and doing that with a sense of passion. So with your work, you want to pay attention to how the structure, the routine can maybe be a potential limiter and danger for you in terms of really continued growth in that arena, and to spend a little bit of time making sure you spend time sharpening your saw, make sure you spend time in the hot air balloon to get a new perspective, to see things from a new angle, and to move your work into a different direction. Dream's like, I don't have time to talk about this. I don't have time to talk about these dogs and their subscribers. This is not what I'm here to do. So yeah, just be a little careful around some of the work. So let's give you the wood, right? We got to give you the wood. There's my wood's just peeking up. Just hi, hello, little wood action for you. Let's see what's going on for cute stuffed animals and candy. Well, that's just a little's dream. And so I think that so this is what's called the gain, and the gain is about acquiring things, right? So acquiring work. So again, we're talking here about how your spiritual predecessors are saying, stay focused, stay committed to your work, stay committed to the things that you need to do. And that is what's leading here to the acquisition, to the gain, right? Gaining more of what it is that you need. And so this is, as Triple Moon said, right, a time for you to be married to your work, married to the effort you're doing, but just don't let it become boring, routinized stuff. Make sure that you build into your plan time to fly free, time to be fanciful, time to get in your hot air balloon and dream a little bit, and let those dreams be the key to growth and gain for you. So good for you.
All right.
Words of my friend Greg.
All right, so that was the last reading for tonight, guys. Thank you all for watching, and make sure you guys like and subscribe, and hit the notification icon for future content on this channel. Also, thank you, Dr. Mystical, for getting on this stream here. Glad to have you on here.
Yeah, I was thrilled to be here. Thank you for having me. It was a lot of fun.
And also visit Astro-Ascension-Tarot.com to get a private reading from me if you want a private reading. So you go under Astro-Ascension-Tarot.com/services, and you can sign up for a reading on there. Also, don't forget to check out the merchandise on Bonfire. The channel merchandise on Bonfire as well. So thank you guys for watching. God bless you all. And Dr. Mystical, do you have any last words?
Yeah, no, just, of course, I'm at Dr. Mystical everywhere you can find me. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. All those places. I'd love to see you over there. But, of course, remember, be good to each other. Be good to yourself. Be kind. Practice good, safe social distancing. Don't lick doorknobs. Wash your hands. All that sort of stuff. So we'll see you soon. But Austin, thank you for having me. I love being here. We have so much fun. And I really enjoy. I'm learning more about astrology every time we collaborate. So I'm excited about that.
Yes. So thank you guys for watching. God bless you all, and have a great rest of the night.
Hey, Austin, thanks for having me.